Yeah. The day was long, the world was hard, my bones were tired and sore. I dreamed of steaming bubbles and of locking the bathroom door. I drew a bath of epic heat, a modern Rubicon, with scented oils and bath bombs to float my worries on. The tiles were clean, the towels were warm, a haven from the strife. I was ready for the greatest, most relaxing soak of life. I put on my favorite power ballad, the volume turned up high. I was a Roman emperor beneath a steamy sky. But destiny's a trickster with a truly twisted wit. It waits until you're happy, then it throws you in the pit. You can plan for every outcome, you can check your every task, but you can't predict the questions that you're later gonna ask. Like, how will I explain this, and how did this come to pass? When I slipped on the soap, and it went up my ass. I stood there for a moment, admiring my domain. The water was perfection, a balm against the pain. I grabbed a bar of soap, it was a fancy French mill brand, a smooth and pearly oval, held her in my hand. I took one step toward the tub, a hero bold and grand, but that's when fate decided it had other things as planned. The soap shot from my fingers like a bullet from a gun. My epic soapy saga had only just begun. Nude, yeah! It hit the floor and skidded on a single drop of dew, and in that microsecond, I absolutely knew that like Foot was on a journey with a destination dire. A one-way trip to chaos fueled by physics' cruel fire. I tried to catch my balance, I flailed my arms around like one of those inflatable tube men you see all over town. But there was no recovery, no turning back the clock. Just me, the tile, and that projectile pearly block. Ah, 'cause destiny's a trickster with a truly twisted wit. It waits until you're happy, then it throws you in the pit. You can plan for every outcome, you can check your every task, but you can't dig the questions that you're later gonna ask. How will I explain this, and how did this come to pass? When I slipped on the soap, and it went up my ass. Yeah. I lay there on the bath mat in a state of silent shock. My body was betraying me according to the clock. The power ballad faded, a new song started to play. It was stuck in the middle with yo to my horror and dismay. I tried to reach it, tried to move, but every single twitch just served as a reminder of my anatomic hitch. The bath bomb fizzed and bubbled its happy little show, a mocking fragrant insult to my brand new status quo. My feet went up, my body down, a slapstick clumsy scene, a flailing wild ballet of what should not have been. I landed in a way that defied all human grace, with that bar of fancy soap in a most unfancy place. The music swelled, the singer screamed a note both high and long. As I lay there on the bath mat where everything went wrong, I saw my whole life glaze before my eyes, a blurry strange morass, and the only thought I had was there's a soap bar up my ass. I had to call for help, you see there was no other way. My wife came in and asked me what on earth has happened, pray. I couldn't form the words, I just pointed with my hand. She looked at me, then at the floor, and started to understand. The bathroom and you start to feel too grand, with a brand new bar of fancy French mill soap held in your hand. Remember my sad story, remember my disgrace. One slip is all it takes to find yourself in a dark place, a very, very dark place. The ER doctor asked me with a straight and sober face, can you tell me how the soap bar ended up in this location? I looked him in the eye and said, with quiet desperation,